Hey, that is Steve.
I'm going to turn the sound on now. If you want, just radio me back that it's on. Just say on. I don't think it was on.
Did it turn on?
It's okay.
Your tech person's been doing all your videos?
We're live.
Yeah?
So we want to welcome everyone to the 2024 Spring Member Shootout. We are now in the stage of collecting scores. We're at the very end where it's the 5th round and we're working on figuring out who all of our flight winners are in the 7 flights that we have. All 7 flight winners will get to go to the shootout, which will be on hole number 18 today. We will also have a wild card team. That'll be the team that finishes 2nd place in their flight. That has the most points. And we also will have what we call a Phoenix winning team, and that'll be the team with the most points today. And that would be in round 4 and 5. They'll get an exemption into the shootout. And then if they didn't lose a match for the entire weekend, they'll get an exemption into the shootout. So we have a lot of figuring to do, and we plan here in about the next 15 to 30 minutes to be heading out to the shootout on hole number 18. So just kind of watch as the scores come in, and as we get a team that qualifies, we'll let everyone know.
it'll be the same.
Yep. What y'all do head to head?
Yeah. We did good head.
Y'all tied head to head?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a chip off.
Well, I mean, they're both.
Well, neither one of us lost either.
You're both in. Yeah, I mean, you're both. Well, we still.
Yeah, we still have to. All right, so right now in flight number 7, Alan Beasley and Ryan Wingrove are the winners with 25.5 points. They will be in the shootout. We have a tie in the 5th flight for first place right now, which will go to a sudden death chip off here shortly, and that is Mike Childers and Alex Smith, Dan Earl, and Matt Werthammer. So they will be going to a chip off to determine who wins that flight. Both teams will get to go to the shootout either way because both teams are undefeated.
all I had to do was like half their last hole. They were in.
Give that to Stu, please.
They didn't lose any of their matches.
Okay, we're in the final stages of determining all the flight winners. McGinnis and Madden are in the shootout, flight number 2. They're in. We just had a chip off with Mike Childers and Alex Smith, Dan Earl and Matt Werthammer. They have won their flight, Earl and Werthammer. Both teams will be in the shootout, however. We've got a tie for first place here. It looks like we have a clear winner. Must have been, well, don't know what round they played each other, but I can look on my card. Let's see. Did you say it was first round you all played each other? That means they win head-to-head? Yes. So Rivas and Quaranta are the flight winners for flight 6. Earl and Werthammer are the flight winners for 5. Beasley and Wingrove, the flight winners for number 7. I haven't got that far yet. The question was about the Phoenix, and that's the best team in round 4 and 5 combined that didn't get in the shootout. Well, right now I see a 5.5 and a 6 as potential Phoenix. So that's 11.5 points today. They are right now the current leader. Would this be a... Is that right? Or am I looking at it right?
7,
Is that correct?
11.5, 17, 23.
Okay. Looks like we have a flight winner in flight 2, McGinnis and Madden with 28 points. So right now it looks like they have that locked up. Have just a few more teams to figure out. We'll be heading out to the shootout here in probably about 15 minutes. Right now the best Phoenix score I see is 11.5 points today.
So we got that.
What did you have?
11.5.
Well, then you're tied. Which
What
would,
that could do.
well, did you lose a match?
Yeah.
Do you have a chance at the wild card?
No.
Then it would be a chip off.
Okay.
Does anyone else can beat the 11.5?
Jamie at?
We're right here.
That's 11. That's 11. Oh, there's a 12.
But they won. Oh no.
Unless they would be, no, they're not going to be a wild card.
So you guys are
Right now,
chipping
12.
this off. Are we chipping this one off too? Or they lose head to?
They lost head-to-head. So Rivas and Quaranta beat Carney and Klumper head-to-head in round 1 to win their flight. There was a tie for the total. Okay, so that's good. Right now, for the wild card, it looks like 26.5 points is going to be the wild card. I don't see anybody that can catch that. Right now, for the leader of the Phoenix flight would be Ratcliffe and Taylor have 12 points right now. The current wild card team would be Mike Childers and Alex Smith. So we have a few more things to figure out. We are streaming live, so if you want to pull it up on your phone on YouTube, just go to Guyan Golf and Country Club. You'll see the live link there, or you can actually stream it live from your Facebook account under Guyan Golf and Country Club. Turn your volume up and you'll be able to hear as we move along who's hitting, the strokes and things like that. It's a half. Win. 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 Half. 6.5. 6.5 to 2.5.
No, we haven't seen their card or anything.
Do they have to do a playoff? Don't they vote 25 and a half? Chatterton and BJ and Bill?
I don't know. I haven't got that one yet. That's the one we're working on. Just keep doing one at a time. How'd they do head to head? Did they really?
I can 100% tell you they made the fucking call on the first hole. We watched them.
What do you mean?
They agreed to a split. Huh?
Y'all had 5.5, 5.5, 3 your last match.
You guys. Let's do that one. I should be ready. Okay. Oh, gotta turn it on, don't I? There we go. Okay, everybody, we are now ready to announce all the teams that will go to the shootout. In the first flight, Cam Rome and Doug Wagaman. In the second flight will be Ben McGinnis and Jeff Madden. The third flight will be Cole Burkhammer and Bob Marshall. In the fourth flight, Tim Biller and BJ Ellis. Fifth flight, Dan Earl and Matt Wordhammer. The sixth flight, Kenny Rivas and Chris Caranta. Seventh flight, Alan Beasley and Ryan Wingrove. And next we will announce our wild card team with 26.5 points, which is the best second place that did not get in to the shootout by winning their flight, which is Mike Childers and Alex Smith. Our Phoenix team, that's the team with the most points in round 4 and 5 combined, is Chris Ratcliffe and Todd Taylor. Let's see, next we need to do our bike, or the no loss exemptions. No loss exemption. And next we are going to do our no loss exemptions. They're already in. Nope. Nope. Yeah, they're going to get in a different way. We'll do that at the end. So we have Ronnie Atkins and Stephen Chatterton are in with a no-loss exemption. Anybody else? They were already in. They're already in. Wild card. Anybody else? This is teams that weren't already in. Nope. Nope. 4. Our next team with a no-loss exemption will be Scott Pearson and Chris Bowyer. And then finally, the special exemption that came out of the bye flight did come into play with 5 under net, Steve Wellman and Tom Gesner. That concludes all the teams that will be in the shootout. We'll head out to number 18, where the low 3 teams and ties will move on to number 9. We'll play our handicaps off the low team that is still remaining in the shootout. So all teams that are in the shootout, please head out to number 18T. Anyone that would like to follow us online, YouTube and Facebook, and you can listen in to the commentary. Thank you all for a great tournament, and I hope you enjoy the shootout. Okay, for those of you all that are watching live, just letting you know that we are now heading out to the first playoff hole. We have a bunch of teams, but only 3 in ties will survive this first hole. So as we go along, basically we're going to be playing alternate shot. So each team member, one of the 2 will be selected to hit the tee ball if for each team. Our first playoff hole is number 18 here at Guyan, and it's the number 12 handicap hole. And then after this hole, the teams that move off the low team remaining, which right now, the team that made the shootout is at 0 handicap. So everyone will get whatever their team handicap is. We'll talk about that when Laney and I get up here to the green. So we're going to stream live all the shots, and I'll do my best to keep you all up to speed on what's going on and who's up and who's doing what. And hopefully you can enjoy this shootout. It's a lot of fun. Again, so to be the first hole, the low 3 teams in ties. The second hole will be the low 2 teams in ties. And then, of course, we go to sudden death. So we need a first, second, and third place in this shootout for all of the prizes that we have in the tournament. So just bear with us as we get set up, and we'll keep you all informed on what's going on. Okay, we'll just bring the camera with us. Now you can just kind of use it like a...
We're gonna need to flip the camera.
Alright, we should be all set. Okay. All right, we're going to get the teams all rounded up here. As soon as I get our assistant pro Stu together, we'll start telling the teams on everything that's going on. Laney, you can come with us up on the tee box.
Still pocket limit on the first tee.
We got it right here. So I got Stu joining me right now, and he's going to kind of help us get organized. And
They're going to be first. What's their rank?
0.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go through the handicaps real quick, so everybody just kind of listen up. This is your team handicap. That's 50% of your combined handicap from the tee that you play. You will play the same tee in this shootout just like you did in the tournament. Our first group is Cam and Duncan. They were the first flight. Their handicap is 0. So we'll be playing off of them as long as they remain in the shootout. Our second team.
That's what I needed. That's what I need. I don't even have it written down.
You need all your flight winners and stuff. Your sheet. It's got all the stuff on it.
I don't have it.
Okay.
I mean,
Where's it? Okay, we'll be back with you in just a second.
So we made it.
Yes, barely.
You need any help, Rick?
Stu, my paper.
Who's the second flight running?
Steve didn't bring me all the sheets there, so I don't have it.
Who's that? No, S and Ward.
If you show it to me, I can tell you. Flight 2. Here, put this in order for me, and then we'll figure it out.
flight 2.
So Rick, this is alternating flight weekend. That's exactly
Flight 5. It'll be Warhammer Earl.
Correct.
Hey, listen to me, Shafton. Who's hitting your tee box? Oh, good. I'm okay. Dude, I took you out with my second shot. I was working.
Flight 5.
I was out of the woods.
That was Warhammer and Earl.
Second 6.
Corentin Reeves.
And 7th flight.
Yes, actually.
I circled all those. You put Phoenix.
Yeah, this should do
Beasley
it winning.
Wingrove.
Okay, let's get back started with our handicaps. Again, that first group will be playing at a 0. Our second team, McGinnis and Madden, you'll be an 8 handicap. So 8 handicap for McGinnis and Madden. Marshall and Burkhammer, their handicap will be an 11. 11 handicap. BJ, Tim Biller, and BJ Ellis will be also an 11 handicap. Earl and Wordhammer, your team handicap will be also an 11. Chris Caranta and Kenny Rivas will be a 17 handicap. 17. Alan Beasley and Ryan Wingrove will be an 18 handicap combined.
I know which one you want next.
And see our wild card team, which was Alex Smith and Mike Childers, their handicap will be, just one second, there you are, a 12. 12 handicap. Our Phoenix team, which was Chris Ratcliffe and Todd Taylor, will be a 20 handicap. And then our by exemption team, which is Tom Gesner and Steve Wellman, you will be a 10 handicap. And then our by exemptions, or our no loss exemptions, I'm sorry, which was Chatterton and Adkins. And you guys were Chatterton, Adkins. Just one second. Let's see them. Oh, there they are. You will also be an 11 handicap.
So this is going to be the
11 handicap.
So we got.
And then finally, Pearson and Bowyer, an 18 shocking handicap. No way you get 18 strokes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so that's all the handicaps.
5 teams are going to be stroking.
So we have 5 teams that will get a stroke on this first hole.
Be Caranta Rivas, Beasley Wingrove, Smith Childers. This is 12.
This is 12.
And Pearson.
So our first hole, we're going to tee off in the order that we just read them. So Cam, you will lead us off. Whoever tees off here, if you make it to the next hole, your partner will tee off. What's that? No. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. Good luck, everyone. If you have any rule situations, please wait on us. Please wait till we point at you to hit your second shots when we get out in the fairway. Good luck. First up is going to be Cam Rome. Little left.
Got me from the Blues.
Next up will be our second place team, or second flight team. You will play from your same tee that you played throughout the entire tournament if you're teeing off. So now we've got Ben McGinnis here. He's in the second flight, leading off for his team. And Ben has hit it down the left-hand side, rough. Looks like it's to be in pretty good shape. Next up will be our third flight. And hitting his shot will be Bob Marshall, a past winner of the member. His teammate is Cole Burkhammer, whose wife is the Marshall Women's Lady Herd golf coach. So he gets a lot of good instruction out there.
We cut the feed off when we're
We got Bob Marshall teeing off. And Bobby's hit it a little bit left as well. So all three players have hit it down the left side. We have one in number 10 fairway. Bobby looks like he's around the cart path on number 10. And then we have one player that's just in the rough. Next up is BJ Ellis. BJ is also a past champion of the member here at Guyan. And BJ has started at left with a little bit of a fade. Looks like it's in the tree line on number 10. So far, all players have hit it down the left-hand side of number 18. No players are in the fairway. Our next team next up is the Matt Werthammer and Dan Earl team. I'm not sure what they're doing right now. Looks like they may have played the white tee. So Matt Werthammer, Dr. Werthammer, is teeing off. He's playing the white tee. There's a slight delay. Matt and his partner have a combined handicap of 11, and they won their flight by a sudden death chip off right before the shootout. They were tied with Alex Smith and Mike Childers, and Matt has hit a pretty good shot. Looks like he's on the left-hand side, just barely in the rough. Again, all players are down the left-hand side. Next up is Chris Caranta. He's a lefty, our first lefty to tee off so far on this hole. And I believe this could be his first time ever in a shootout here at Guyan in the member. And he's hit it to the right. So he's in the right rough. So far, I do not think we have a single ball in the fairway. So it looks like the pressure might be getting to the guys. Next up is Alan Beasley. Oh, and Al's made a good swing. He's made a nice swing. He looks like he's spent some time in the fairway. I'm not sure if he's ended up there, but he looks extremely happy with his shot.
Good shot, Beasley.
Al, tell us real quick what you think.
They don't come around all that often. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's great shot. Our next player to hit is Alex Smith, another lefty, our second lefty in this shootout. And he has hit it. It looks like it's in the fairway. A little short, didn't get all of it, but he is in the short grass.
Shot, Alex.
We have Ronnie Atkins here waiting on deck. He looks a little nervous. How you feeling, Ronnie?
I'm feeling great, man.
I see you're
Gonna pipe this one down the middle, baby.
Is it a good idea to smoke a cigar?
Absolutely, it is.
Okay. In the shootout?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Alcohol and cigars.
All right, the next team up is the team that won our last member, which was last fall. His name's Todd Taylor and Chris Ratcliffe. A lot of people were surprised when they won, but hey, they're back again. They won't count him out next time. He's also playing the white tee. And Todd's hit a beautiful shot. And we can see why they won the member last time. All right, next up is going to be, we're back up here to the blue tees again. We have Steve Wellman, one of our more colorful members, always likes to wear his bright shirts and things. So he should be easy to spot while we're out there playing. And Steve has hit a little cut down the right-hand side, almost on the cart path line. Should be fine. And next up is Ronnie Atkins, who we just interviewed just a second ago. He's put his cigar down, and he's going to be playing the blue tees as well.
This close to the range, he really shouldn't be hitting a yellow ball. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Ronnie is playing what some will call yellow, some call green. But it should help us identify his ball when we get out there. Here he is, Ronnie Atkins. And Ronnie's hit a nice ball. Started out down the middle, and it's drawn a little bit to the left. Looks like it might be in the rough. All right, we're out. Actually, we have one more player to go. We have one more player who's playing at the white tee. Chris Bowyer, and they were our first team to qualify for the shootout. So they've been waiting for several hours. So hopefully that they're not cold from sitting around the 19th hole all this time. So Chris Bowyer, here he is. And Chris has hit a pretty good ball. It's a little bit to the right. Oh, it's hit the cart path. It's taken a poor bounce. But it's ended up, it looks like, on the backhand side of the practice green, so they are in play. His partner, Scotty Pearson, will play from there. Stay tuned for the next shot. How'd it sound? Does it really? I hope they have it on up there and are listening.
Where's the other mic? Because I was going to just turn it on from time to time and get it.
Yeah, as soon as you open it, it'll be just the same as this, so you can. All right, you can go ahead and turn it back on.
You're on.
All right, Laney and I are heading out right now. The players are all heading out to their second shot. So typically we try our best to get the team that's furthest from the hole to go first. It gets a little bit crazy when you have this many teams in a shootout at one time. And Stu Wiley's up ahead of us, and he's our scorekeeper and just kind of making sure everything goes well. So I'll do my best to kind of keep you informed on who's left side. So it looks like the shortest shot is going to be out here on the right-hand side. And we've got Tom Gesner, who looks like he's going to need a ruling from PGA professional Stuart Wiley. Going to have to give him a little bit of help here to make sure he's dropping in the right location. So Tom, one of our board members here at the club, is going to get relief from the cart path. And he's going to be, he is in the rough. But looks like he's in some pretty good Bermuda grass over here. All right, so Tom's got a ball in play, and he's ready to hit his second shot into the green on 18. Some pretty good Bermuda grass over here. But first up, Kenny Rivas is going to be going. He's a little bit further away. And Kenny's hit a low left shot. It's not on the green, and it's in a little bit of a dangerous spot, so hopefully he didn't get into that high grass area. So they'll be laying 2 in a tough position over there on the left-hand side of the green up there. So next up, we've got Tom Gesner's going to be going. Get into that high grass area. So they'll be laying 2 in a tough position over there on the left-hand side of the green up there. And Tom has hit it a little thin, maybe towards the hosel a little bit. It's clipped a tree. It's now on the cart path, and it's hit 3 times, 4 times. 4 times bounced off the cart path. But it actually looks like it stopped in a pretty decent place. So, Tom. All right, next up, we've got a team a little bit further away there on the left-hand side here. But first, we're going to go with Mike Childers in the fairway. We're going to go with Mike Childers in the fairway. And Mike's hit a pretty good looking shot. It sounds like he caught it pretty decent. And he is on the putting surface. So they are the first team to be on the green and line 2. Great shot by Mike Childers there. On the putting surface. So they are the first team to be on the green and line 2. Great shot by Mike Childers. Our next shot's being hit by Chris Ratcliffe, and they were our fall member champions. Oh, and he's caught it a little bit toppy. Yeah, he's not happy with that shot, but they are in front of the green, so they'll have a decent shot at it. So now we're back over to the left where all those balls are. So we got Ryan Wingrove hitting next. And Ryan's hit it a little thin and right, so it's just right at the bunker there in the rough.
Scotty.
Right, so it's just right at the bunker there in the rough. We got next up way over here, Laney, if you swing your camera over to around the putting green, you can see Scott Pearson hitting his second shot. Sounds like he's hit it pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure where it landed. Didn't catch that one. Yeah, our furthest shot from the green next looks like it's to be Cam Rome and Duncan. They're a little bit farther over here to the left. Wouldn't catch them up next. So if you give us a second, we're going to make our way over here. They're our low handicap team. They're a 0 handicap. So Duncan will be following up with where Cam's put him over here in some trouble. Definitely have some tree trouble here. He may be far enough back that he can get it over, though. Definitely have some tree trouble here. Maybe far enough back that he can get it over, though. And he's definitely made it over the trees. Is it long enough? We're not sure. So it looks like he's definitely over in the trees in the rough, but in a decent position for his next shot. Next to play, it looks like it's going to be Cole Burkhammer. And Cole's just laying it up, so you can see kind of aimed it to the right, setting his partner up for the next shot. And then next up, we've got Tim Biller. Again, players have some tough shots to deal with. And Tim's hit a nice ball. Tim's hit a really nice shot that may have went just a little long, but he hit it about as good as he could hit it, it looked like. Next up, we've got Steven Chatterton. Stevens hit a low shot that could bounce up on the green. And right now it's on the green and rolling. And oh, it's just rolled off the backside. Going to leave a really tough shot coming back. Next up, Dan Earl. Right now it's on the green and rolling. Oh, it's just rolled off. Dan's hit it just a little heavy, but it could end up being a good spot. It's on the front of the green. Didn't get all of it, but in a good position. Jeff Madden, owner of Honey Baked Ham in Barboursville, West Virginia, is up next, and you can see he's got some tree trouble here. And he definitely hit it. It's going left, and it's actually it's actually on the tee box of hole number 10. So Jeff definitely got it away from this tree. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with this next one. Jeff, what do you think about overall the shot? You feel like it?
I felt like it was good. When I hit the brick wall and it kicked on the tee box, he's got a good flat lie, a lot of green left. I mean, he probably
it really doesn't matter what you think. It's what your partner thinks, because he's got to play the next one. There you go. His partner likes the shot. All right, we're off to the next one. Okay, looks like our next shot, we are over here back at the tee box on the driving range, and Steve Wellman and his partner Tom Gesner have hit their second shot here. This is the one that hit the cart path about 3 or 4 times, but it ended up being in a decent spot, but they are going to have to get relief once again from the cart path. So this is the second time on this hole that they've had to take a drop. But the good news is they have a nice angle. They're in a decent position, and it looks like they have a nice lie after taking a drop there. Now we'll see what Steven can do with this shot. And he's now ready to play. And he's hit it a little bit heavy and a little bit right, but decent shot. Definitely not in trouble. Just right of the green. All right, looks like we're heading back up to the left-hand side of the green here, where a lot of our players are right now, trying to identify it. But in the meantime, we've got Todd Taylor. Looks like he's kind of ready to go. Didn't get all of that one. Had a tough lie, little side heel. Now we'll go back to helping next. Looks like his ball's down in some deep grass over here on the left of number 10. This is going to be a very... After you can see, this is the ball that was Jeff Madden had hit from behind the tree earlier, and it went way left. But he said he was happy with it. And his partner, Ben, has hit a nice little pitch shot. Oh, just short. So next up, it looks like we've got Alex Smith over to the left. It looks like Chris Bowyer's going to go ahead and go next. And Chris has caught it a little heavy there. Looks like our next shot's going to be possibly Cam Rome. Looks like he's ready. We've got Laney on filming him right now, hitting his chip shot. Cam, who's our lowest handicap player in the tournament, hit a really nice shot from a tough position. Okay, our next up is Chris Ratcliffe on the other side of the green. Hitting his chip on, and he's definitely on the putting surface. Hit a really nice shot. Now out of the bunker, we've got Alan Beasley. Oh, and he's caught it. Uh-oh. Oh. Caught it thin, and it's actually ricocheted off of the Flesher house. Now, some people may think that's not a good thing. However, it did not knock a window out. So we're real happy that nothing's broken and no one got hit. So, hey, you got to find the positive in everything. Now we've got Scott Pearson, and Scott is a veteran, longtime veteran here at Guyan Country Club. And his partners left him a little chip shot here around the little thin. Oh, and it's rolled over the back of the green there. Let's see. Our next shot looks like we're back to Tom Gesner now. This is the group that took the drop a couple times, hitting their fourth shot onto the green. So now they're lane 4. Tom and his partner Steve. It looks like our next shot, let's see, we've got Kenny Rivas back there on the back of the green, and he just hit his chip. He's a really good shot. And from that position, that's about the best you could do. Very difficult on our fast greens right now to be above the hole and get that putt to be able to, or that chip to be able to stop. Looks like we're going back to Al Beasley, who nearly knocked the window out, but thankfully everything looks like it's okay. And his partner, Ryan Wingrove's back there. But looks like Ronnie Atkins is getting ready to hit first. And Ronnie's chipped on and hit a pretty good shot again. You can see it just doesn't want to stop. The one place you can't go on number 18 is long. And Laney, if you swing back to the Flesher House building back here, you can see Ryan Wingrove is in an impossible location. It's going to take a miracle to pull this off. And he's hit it definitely long and over the green. Tough break from a tough location. Not much you could do with it. We're going to check with Stu Wiley, our assistant pro, to see who's up next. It's getting a little bit tough to determine at this point, but it looks like BJ Ellis is ready to go. And BJ's come up just a little short. On the fringe, though. Not a really bad location. Again, it's really tough being long here on number 18 at Guyan. So Mr. Beasley, who's down there in the front of the green, they've had kind of a rough few shots here. Put him in some tough positions. Kind of feel like he needs to knock this one in the hole.
I don't think he gets a shot.
He's hit it just a little short, but he's on the front of the green. So they've got to make that long putt for a 6. But they do get a stroke here, so that would be a net 5. Yeah, we've got, looks like our assistant pro is walking in Mr. Madden's line, and he's upset about it.
No, not.
Yeah. So Ryan Wingrove, they kind of feel like they need to make this putt to have any chance to move on. It's come up short. Next up, looks like Matt Werthammer's ready. He's got to make this long putt from the front of the green for a 4. So this long putt's for a 4. Correction, that was for a 3. And next up, it looks like we're going back to the front of the green here. And we've got Chris Bowyer on the back. If I can get Laney's attention, he's getting ready to knock it on the green now. And you can see Chris in a tough position. This is that one that everyone's been knocking over. Pretty good shot. Again, it's going to roll out, but pretty good shot overall. Next up is going to be Alex Smith. And this putt is for, that was actually for a birdie. They were on the green and 2 from there. So they'll have that putt for par coming back down the hill. All right, we're going back to Jeff Madden, and they've been playing in some tough spots. They went from behind a tree to the tee box on number 10. The chip shot here. Jeff's got to make that for, looks like a 4, but he's hit it way too hard. Just missing one of his opponent's balls.
Rick got in my head. I mean,
I can go.
Okay, looks like Stu's got his next player ready to go, and we got BJ Ellis over here putting from the back end side of the green. Or I'm sorry, Tim Biller putting from the back of the green. His partner's BJ Ellis. Tim's hit a nice putt. Very, very fast putt. So he'll mark there and wait for his partner. Duncan's itching. Duncan's over here itching to play his partner. What do you think about your partner wanting to go?
Oh, we got the read right here. I think he's making this one.
All right. Looks like they're ready. He's hit a really nice putt, just a little above the hole. Left his partner a pretty easy putt to finish it out. So it looks like they've elected to go ahead and finish out. So Cam's going to tap this little putt in. There we go. That's a 5? That's a 5 for Team Rome and Wagaman. So next up, we've got Ben McGinnis. Ben, oh, just a bit below the hole. Scotty, I got Scott Pearson here with me. How do you feel about seeing some of these guys under the pressure and some of the shots that they're failing to make?
Well, we've all failed to make shots. We've all hit bad shots here today. But that's part of it. That's why it's called a shootout.
Steve Wellman. Oh, and Steve just missed it on the low side of the hole.
Dave, one close.
All right, we've got Cole Burkhammer back in now. And Cole, Stu, what's Cole putting for now? And he's hit it just a little bit below the hole. What do you think about your partner's putt?
I think he left me just perfect.
So you like this leave?
Oh, absolutely.
So what do you have to make that putt? What would you all get?
We'd win the hole.
What's your score?
We're net 2.
So Bobby thinks that he gets more than one stroke here. Laying 4, putting for 5. And we got Al Beasley almost made it just a little right of the hole. Wait a minute. Yeah. As you can see, the good sportsmanship displayed here at Guyan as they stopped Mr. Beasley as he almost knocked the putt in. Now, the problem is his partner's big-footed everyone else. So a good display, bad display, both. All right, next up, we're back to Chris Caranta.
Where the hell you want now?
He left it just a little short of the hole. I think they've got to make that for a 6.
Rick, do you love having that microphone in your hand?
You know, I hate hearing myself talk, but you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. All right, next up, looks like Scott Pearson's getting ready to go. Scotty and Chris, that's the team that's been waiting for hours to get into this shootout. Oh, and he's hit it a little bit past the hole. He left his partner a tough putt. Steven Chatterton's going to be going next. He's using that really bright golf ball. Some could say that might be to distract his opponents.
House key down.
We're looking for our low 3 teams and ties to move on. So we're getting close to a point now where some teams could get eliminated before they have a chance to even putt out. Stevens made a nice putt, and he's knocked it in. No one's happier than his partner, Ronnie Atkins. And that was for a that's for a 4. So right now we have a 4, and we have a 5, and a 7. All we need is a 3, 4, or 5 to eliminate any scores higher than that. We're setting on a 4 and a 5 right now. He's made a nice putt. Very nice. What's that? That's a 5 for a 4. So right now it's got to be 5 or 4. 5 or better. 5 or better is what we're looking for. Anyone outside of 5 has been eliminated. And he's made another nice putt. What's that?
Man, what's he want you to do?
What did
You
Dan
got him
have?
to the dance. So it's 4s and 5s?
Yeah, right now it takes a 4, a 5 or better to move on. 5 or better to move on. If you're over 5 net, you're out. And just left it a little bit. Looks like we're going to have to go on a delay, but we will be back live. Guys, let's leave the marks. There's lightning in the area. We'll just leave the marks and we'll come back. So just leave it as is and we'll pick up.